Alright, we're back at the surface up here. Seeing what we can do with the expedition table. Anything left over on the deep roads? Nothing this time. I think there might be something in the abyss. Where we started. Ooh, Forgotten Caverns Bridge. That's worth looking into. Inquisition scouts have identified a location in the Forgotten Caverns where a construction team could build a bridge to replace one previously destroyed, granting access to the other side of the chasm. That's noteworthy. It is worth paying for a team that is familiar with this kind of construction and is not afraid of heights. Let's keep the scouts there to watch for whatever, or whoever, destroyed the original bridge. And with a squad of soldiers accompanying the construction team, we could be prepared for whatever is across the chasm. Huh. Watch out, might as well watch out for the originals. Interesting though that, let's see, the construction team has completed a bridge in the Forgotten Caverns to replace the destroyed one, allowing Inquisition soldiers to explore the other side of the chasm. Interesting, they were like, we don't have time to fix this bridge, and then I'm like, boom, bridge fixed. What of it? Kretal. Long before the first tides, legends speak of the Kretal, horned war beasts with the eyes like molten silver, possessing the might of 3 Brontos. The Kretal charged their prey using a rock-hard frill to smash their targets to a bloody pulp. The Kretal held down their prey with 4 strong legs, quickly stripped their victims' flesh from the bone with powerful jaws. Despite their brutality, some Kretal were domesticated as fierce weapons in battle. What happened to these savage creatures is unknown. Some people claim the Darkspawn wiped them out, others say they never existed. Those with more imagination speculate that these magnificent creatures retreated deep within the earth in search of the deadliest prey. We're back at the Hydron Tig camp we established right before we took that elevator down to hell, basically. Because right about now, we should have more than enough to open up this... Come on. There we go. So we'll have enough gears to open at least this door. And maybe even other ones, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we have enough to open more than one at a time right now. But it's something. Let me see your innermost secrets. Thing that's definitely full of bad guys. Oh. Oh my god. That's a lot of fish. Alright, so I'm gonna say blow things let's blow things up and yeah, fire mine's probably a good idea. Varric's probably gonna want to use elemental mines. Dear lord. Use your AoEs while you got them. Do an AoE war cry. That's a lot of words popping up at the same time. Alrighty, Vasti, do you have any other AoE abilities? Really? Not really. Opening with Walking Fortress wouldn't hurt because you're about to get a lot of attention real fast all at once. Dorian. Probably cast your AoE fire spell. Varric doesn't have much else, so just pick a target. With Vivian, we can do something fun with our AoE, though. I'm gonna go ethereal for a moment. And just do a slow bubble right on top of all of them. There we go. Cast our AoE ice spell while they're all chilled. They're all in slow-mo, too, because of that effect. Dorian's casting Walking Bomb, which is what I was about to tell him to do. Now one of them is gonna detonate soon. Let's see. Throw another fire spell in the middle of that. Can you do another AoE shout? Not yet. Anything that can hurt a lot of them at once is handy at this point. Where's Varric exactly? There's one shadow-marked ally. Varric, let's back you off for a moment, because you can do a bouncing shot. Given the opportunity. Okay, that was a waste of elemental mines. I was not in the position for that. There we go. That's pretty much all of them, right? Big scary crowd, but yeah, not that big of a deal. Alright. More artifacts for Orzammar. They're gonna be so happy with me after all this. What's my reward, though? Bunch of grays, which sell for a lot. We're about to hit level 18. Ooh, Lyrium Reinforced Bow schematic. That's new. We're well on our way to reaching maximum... not maximum rank, rank 19 with the Inquisition. With the sheer amount of money I'm making here, I could just buy my way in, frankly. Because that's what this DLC is basically famous for at this point, is that it gives you completely comical amounts of gold, because the Quartermaster gives you thousands of gold for everything, in a way that frankly just breaks any semblance of an economy this game had, because there was a fair amount of things, like the Siege's End axe that you can buy at Skyhold that were like these expensive things you could save up for old game and then finally buy, and then now you got this cool weapon. But now it's like, everyone's leaving this DLC with practically 1,000,000 gold, so it's kind of nonsensical money, I guess. So I could just, since there's not even necessarily much to buy at that point, I might be able to just, let's see. Oh, it says I can install the gears in the next gate. I'll just head over there, I guess. But based on that, if there's not much to buy at this point besides spamming certain resources so I can get infinite potions and stuff like that, it might make sense to just buy a whole lot of influence and just let that happen. Welcome back to this place that we spent 2 episodes fighting our way through. Thought you were done seeing this place, huh? Thought you were done last episode too, didn't you? We just keep coming back. We should have enough gears, I think, for this door. I still get the objective saying to anyway. And looks like we're 2 gears away from the other door that we found. Do we have another fight behind this one? I wouldn't be surprised. What's gonna be... It's just 2 dots. Oh, what? Wasn't expecting that. 2 Genlock Alphas, huh? 64,000 hit points each? Let's go make a mess. Just gonna let this one happen, frankly. I mean, I don't think I need to use tactics all that much when it's just 2 dudes. Alphas can be a little tough, but still, we've fought more than enough of them at this point. Where exactly is Varric? Oh, there he is. What is he shooting? Nothing? Let's just manually control him for a bit. There we go. Make sure he does damage to actual enemies instead of that one patch of the ground he's really mad at. Apply poison. Throw some daggers in that dude's face. Yay! Put down a trap, just for fun. Prep that ridiculous explosion of mines, because that's just fun to do. Whee! Oh yeah. It's a lot of booms. It's kind of a relaxing zen moment after some of the scenarios we've gone through. Since I know that we're in open world backtrack mode where I can just casually go around and collect stuff as I want. And refill potions whenever we want. I don't really have to pause to do tactics for this bit. I can just let it happen for the most part. Come on, take out this alpha. Once one is down, the other one should go down even faster because he has no more backup. There we go. Make sure everyone is attacking their new target. Unfortunately, I have to tell them that in this game. I've had more than a few occurrences of moments where it's like, alright, clearly everyone should be attacking this guy, but then I have a character just standing in the corner doing nothing for a while. I'm like, what are you doing? Unfortunately, the AI does that a lot. The two dwarves we've had here, specifically the woman, have had a tendency to just sort of ignore a fight for a while, and since they're not part of my party, I can't actually tell them to join the fight. So they'll just kind of hang out, just having a chill old time. Take them out. It's interesting, I've played a lot of these games in this genre lately. Well, not a lot necessarily, but I've played Kin. If anyone caught that handful of videos, because I didn't really stick to that one. I might never go back to it, or I might do a thing with Wanderbot we were planning on doing to get through that, because neither of us have really been doing a series on it. And then I've done this game, and I've done that amount of Pillars of Eternity. And I think overall, like, these games would benefit. I feel like the best control you can get is just by giving us straight up like XCOM style control instead of what they've given us so far. All these semi-real-time methods are iffy, just because you either lead to a situation where you don't have enough control and your characters are doing the wrong thing, or you have perfect control but it's incomprehensible because you can't just give orders one by one. You have to arbitrarily move time forward and backwards. It makes me kind of wonder why there aren't more of them that just have the XCOM style or Fire Emblem style turn-based combat, because I guess it could be tedious for stuff like that fight where I'm just like, just autopilot through it. But even then you could be like, you could just tell people to autopilot through it, and that wouldn't be too bad. But it wouldn't. I don't think it would hurt to have the ability to have real time. But anyway, that's that side content explored. Now it's time to check out that whole situation with the sabotaged bridge.
The deeper we go, the more oppressive it becomes.
Ogre. Since his return from Seheran, my brother Vero had an affinity for horns. He'd amassed quite the collection from Feld Kunari. At first, he'd kept them in his study, but soon the entire estate was overrun with the dreaded things. So when on a hunting trip, we came across an ogre with black horns glittering like tar. You can imagine his glee. I warned him that darkspawn are not like the Kunari, and ogres are especially cruel, but Vero was far into his cups. Not that he needed an excuse to ignore his little sister. You go right, flank him, he spat, already stalking towards the creature. I circled the ogre and thought that it's strange that we had found one alone on the surface. From everything I'd read, ogres traveled with a horde and were usually only spotted during blights. It was eating something. I was too far to see if it was prey. Its prey was an animal or a human. As I took my position and readied a paralysis spell, Vero prepared his opening attack. The ogre turned before the spell was cast. Its speed was unimaginable. Blood-stained claws wrapped around my brother's chest and crushed his ribs like twigs. Vero was dead in an instant. I ran to gather forces to avenge him, but when we returned, the creature and Vero's body were gone. From the Blighted Codex. Here we have it. So the bridge was wiped out right here, but they've built a second one. Why it's on a separate spot is weird. You'd think that they would just use like this outcrop's closer because it's where the bridge used to be. Kind of would think that they'd build it there. Weird choice, a little bit of weird choice. Maybe they're just being stubborn, or maybe it's a behind-the-scenes issue of the developers being like, well, if we put it there, then there's like a scripting problem and the game breaks, and we could fix that, but we gotta get this DLC out by August. Whoa, whoa! You can float. There's a hitbox here. Whoops. What if there was a hitbox on the bridge still? I could just walk straight across. Like, it wasn't even destroyed correctly. It'd be pretty funny. So I'm missing, I think, like 3 gears. I wouldn't be surprised if they're actually back here, stashed here. Hey, guys. Who's a little Earthshaker? Oh, there's 2 of you. That could be nasty. Earthshakers have a lot of hit points, so 2 at once is a bit much. No immediate evidence of gears, really, but the door is also not sealed by gears either. Maybe I'll find some in there. Oh! Hey, you guys only have 18,000 hit points. That's less. They're listed as bosses, apparently, but they're way more killable than normal. And oh, never mind. That's 180,000 hit points. I thought they were like a third as strong as normal. They're like 3 times as strong as normal. This might be bad. Let's let it play out for a bit, though. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. So far, the Earthshakers haven't been particularly dangerous, as far as I could tell. Like they're good at knocking you back. They're kind of just nuisances that are good for when you have a whole party with them or something. But when it's just the one Earthshaker alone, or when they just don't have other unit types around them, they seem to just be things that knock you over a lot and do like force moves, but not that big of a deal overall. Maybe not. I think they're mostly just tanky things that knock you over and get kind of annoying. I don't know if they have much capacity for doing a lot of damage. But make sure I'll do a few tanking abilities real quick as Vasti. Just make sure he's relatively safe. There we go. Here, I don't want to over strategize this fight, so I'll give characters commands as I see fit, but I'll try not to pause the combat while doing so, because I think that will overly elongate a fight that's probably going to go smoothly overall, and just can do better and will just do better if I actually give them commands. Just putting down a few explosions here and there, no big deal. All I'm doing is ending you. Yay! Who needs barrier? Not really anyone, I guess. Walking bomb. Just to do some damage over time. He'll be alive for a while, so the whole extent will happen. Oh, that guy's inside a wall. Let's attack this guy, because he's not inside a wall. He seems like an effective strategy. This guy's immune to frozen, asleep, paralyzed, burning, chilled, shocked. They're not immune to confusion, apparently. This guy's inside a wall, though, seriously. Is that gonna be a problem for me? I feel like that might be a problem for me. Because he's still doing attacks on us. Let's just see how much damage we can do to this guy real quick. Dorian's going down again. He'll manage. Vivian can get him back up every now and then. Elemental attacks. Yay. Do it, do it, do it. Yay. That's just fun to do. That's just fun to do. Vivian? Are you gonna oh, you have a cooldown still? You'll get to it, I guess. There we go. Go ahead and get Dorian up real quick. Do you need to revive? Okay, you don't have barrier ready, so he has to do it to himself. That's fine. There we go. Don't tell me this guy's gonna go inside a wall too, because that'll get a little frustrating. Make a big old mess of him. Throw some ice attacks in there. If I can highlight him correctly. There we go. Winter's Grasp. That'll lead to a shatter. That probably led to a shatter. Oh wait, he's immune to being frozen, right? It does damage at least. So it's still worth casting to some extent. Slow bubble. Oh, he's outside the slow bubble already. I tried. He's half dead. We just need to let this happen. And maybe the other guy will come out of the goddamn wall. You think they'd figure out at some point how to stop that from happening? People going inside walls all the time. I guess if they're earth shakers, that kind of explains how the bridge went out. It probably wasn't even set up by bombs. Like they probably didn't have to do demolition on it. They probably just used their earth shaker powers to wipe it out. Is that guy inside a wall too? Are they both inside walls now? Is that where this is going? He's even running around inside the walls. Is that the power of an earth shaker? They're just running around outside the level now? Can I hurt it at all? See, it has 67,903. 67,864. Alright, it's taking damage from something, at least. But yeah, it's inside a wall. They're both inside walls. Come on, man. Really? Maybe direct target spells will work on it? Except I can't highlight it really, so it's not really an option, is it? What the fuck, man? Really? 100% of the enemies at this encounter are inside walls. Oh, god damn it. Well, it happened again. I had reloaded my save from scratch because it was taking too long to hurt them through walls. Killed one of them successfully this time, but the other one's inside the wall again. Really? Like, this is the dead one. You can see I got one of them this time. But come on, man. This whole things going through walls glitch is just... Oh god. Oh god, they're part of a quest, so I have to kill them too. Can I even open this door? Probably not. Oh, I have to kill them. Alright, I'm gonna reload my save again and do this this encounter for the third time. Maybe I can lure them all the way out here, where they can't fall inside of a wall, and maybe I'll even be able to push them off. Oh god, that's a new problem though, is if I push them off cliffs, will their... I think their items are supposed to spawn up here so I can pick them up, but if they don't successfully do that, then I'm going to not be able to pick up their items. Alright, loading and trying again. Alright, I'm trying to tell Vivian and Dorian and Vasti to stay put. Are they going to immediately ignore my commands? No, they're listening so far. Please don't move. Stay put, everyone. Just a little longer. Boom. Quick shot. No! Okay, everyone, back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. That's... Everyone's gonna hold position over there. Shaper, come on. Please. Oh, they're not gonna pull. They're just gonna camp. I shot you with an arrow. Why aren't you mad at me? Be madder at me. I shot you with an arrow. Maybe I just keep shooting them from all the way back here. Come get me, brah. What you gonna do about it? Are they just gonna sit there? Am I even damaging them? Am I hurting the other one? No. Numbers are popping up, but their health does not seem to be damaged at all. Are they guarded or something? Nope, I've done 4,000 damage to them so far at the very least. It's just so tiny that it apparently isn't even showing up on their health bar. Well, stay put, everyone. It's gonna be a long haul. Oh, it's gonna take forever, isn't it? He's inside the wall again! Come on! I even tried to keep Vasti out. I'm like, maybe the lack of melee people crowding him will help, but obviously I can't control half the characters here anyway, and they kind of ran in even though I told them to hold position. And, like, in seconds. Okay, here's a new weird glitch. So my go-to strategy was like, oh no, well, I'll tell the entire party to hold position by the door. Then we'll be too far from the walls to knock people through or something, maybe. Watch this thing. Watch this glitch with Vasti. Oh, I'm gonna walk up to this door. Let's go to tactical mode. Clunk. Where'd Vasti go? Oh, he's back here for some reason. And I can't even move, I can't move my cursor into that room. Like, there's a wall stopping me from moving the cursor in there. Is that related to how people are glitching through the wall? Look at my cursor freaking out. Is this how you go through the wall? Is that what where the enemies are breaking through? Oh, I can't get back out. My cursor's stuck. I think my oh wow. If this was a character model, it'd probably break through this wall. Oh, there we go. But yeah, that just happens. Boom! Oh no, where'd Vasti go? He's back here. The magical teleporting man. I don't know, man. Alright, I'm just gonna keep doing this over and over again, I guess, and I guess I'll just show you guys when I finally have managed to beat them without knocking them through a wall for once. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but Jesus. People get mad at me for blaming the game or stuff, and like, no, you just suck. I think this is a case where I can blame the game. This is really broken. Oh hey, everyone's dead, I think. Let's check. I mean, they're not in combat right now, so I assume they're all dead. So what I did is I ran up to the door with Vasti in manual control mode, because I think he's the one that'll crowd enemies the most and knock them over. So I had him just stand by the door, do nothing for the whole time. And then I went and microwaved some leftovers and just let the game play itself for— Whoa, how'd they get up there? Oh no. No, 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 no. God damn it. He glitched up there? What is wrong with this fight, man? Really? Maybe it's not mandatory? Maybe I can find 5 of them total without— Oh, I really hope so. I'm gonna be so frustrated that's a mandatory thing, because I'm so tired of reloading this and trying to get through it. This is my 3rd or 4th attempt or something? Ooh, purples. What are those? Isatunol. 37 power, or 37 armor, bonus health, chance of a chance of getting 5 seconds of walking fortress instead of 3. That's pretty handy. It might even be worth the bonus. It's a little hard to judge. 2 more seconds of walking fortress is kind of a big deal. The cost is I lose some strength and constitution and about 10 armor. That's a bit of a turn. It's a bit of a tough math to really think about. Stonestalker Mask, elf, dwarf, or human only. Cunning, dexterity, magic defense. Sounds like something good for Varric, who's currently using crap. Some random Orlesian mask. This one will give him, instead of some cunning, it'll give him twice as much cunning and just as much dexterity. Seems worthwhile to me. Enjoy your new mask, Varric. I'm really frustrated that doesn't work. You know what? I'm gonna try. Let's try doing a new save, and maybe loading that save. At that point, maybe I'll be able to get that item. For the love of God, game. You're breaking in this one spot so hard. They couldn't have tested this properly, right? Or they're like, it's shippable. It's a bug, but it's shippable. It's fine. No, it's still up there, and I cannot grab it, can I? Even if I rotate the camera? Alright, well, I'm just gonna move forward. I'm just gonna really hope that getting every single Earthshaker weapon isn't entirely mandatory for the way forward. I'll just have to hope. And if it's something optional, if getting the weapon is mandatory but only for an optional quest, I might seriously just say, fuck it, and just not do that quest. Because, at this point, man, I can only reload the same save so many times. At some point, the game's just broken, and it's not worth it. I'm really disappointed in them for this, because they could not have tested it. Like, I did it several times in a row, and every single time it broke. At some point, like, that's something they knew about, or they didn't check, and that's a problem. But hey, we're coming back on our place we were before, our creepy little underground lyrium forest, the Bastion of the Pure. This nasty little nightmare zone. Alright, here's where we left off last episode. Oh, there's water down there. So it's a underground reservoir. I don't see. Oh, right. I was gonna say I don't see why it's so active though. Water like that should be pretty stagnant. But then I remembered. Oh yeah, the Titans. This is the source of the earthquakes. The Titans doing that. So it makes sense that they'd be all over the place and messy like that. How are we doing on healing potions? They're pretty drained. I guess that's what happens when you let your characters autopilot like that. Because yeah, I went off to get something to eat during that fight because it's so long and so easy that I didn't really have to take part in it. So I just let my characters do it. We have a little loot down there. We have this nasty up here. Let's go ahead and have everyone go after the bolter. Just letting him idle will just be problematic for us. I'll try to get my whole party to come up here. Come on, ranged people. Run up here. They're trying. Good. I'm gonna tell them to go further up the hill. With the hopes that they'll be behind the hill when Vasti makes a big ol' mess of everything. He just did a shout. That'll get people's attention for a while. Who's that? That's Volta. She's fine. She can do whatever she wants. Alright, the party's pretty much set. Let's wail on this bolter now. We've changed the, No, don't move to point. Attack the bolter, stupid. Why does it say move to point? No. You stay where you are. Or actually, you can come over here. That's fine. But you two are supposed to stay exactly where you are. No. There we go. And attack this guy. Not move to point. There we go. Alright, Vivian, make a mess. Freeze that dude. Right, now oh, he's actually vulnerable to being frozen. Shatter him with a shield bash. Bam! There's some damage coming in real quickly. Real quickly. Okay, this is gonna get messy pretty quickly here, but that's to be expected. Varric might as well throw all her bombs in here when they can. All her bombs. Whoops. Alright, things are getting a little messy. Dorian and Varric, let's have you back up even more as things continue to make a mess. Vivian will defend Vasti. That'll keep her engaged. There we go. Primary threat disabled. Because yeah, those bolters can definitely be a problem, so I want to get in there as fast as possible to avoid that being a problem. Oh, they're attacking me instead. Vasti can't really do anything to guard. Whoa, where'd the bad guys go? Where did all the bad guys go? What the fuck? What is up with this? Oh god! Okay. What is up with this DLC? Jesus Christ. This is pretty bad, man. These glitches are getting really ridiculous. All of the enemies just vanished for a while, and the fight ended, and then they all reappeared. What the hell? What is going on? Okay. That's fine. We're still alive at least. And then they all died very abruptly. Did they take some kind of bonus damage, or did I actually have them down that low? That seemed weirdly in sync, like the game just decided to kill them. I can apparently unlock an expedition here. Oh, I can kind of see the silhouette. That was oddly hard to hear. I mean, hard to see. So there's a cretin It's a little hunting expedition. Interesting. Hey! More useful loot. Let's see about getting through here. How's Vasti doing? Not Vasti, Vivian needs to heal. Let's go ahead, I'll just let her use one, it's fine. By the way, look at our supply of confusion potions. 3, 6, 7. That takes us to 16 total. That's pretty absurd. Would have been more... I need to test how much it works on these dwarves. We have 2 paths to go down. Okay. On top of the fact that if we go on the other side of the ravine, there's another path to go. This goes back towards the opening. Oh, yep. I figured the one that has open air to the ravine is probably a dead end with some stuff on it. More grays to sell. Chronicles of a Forgotten War. The Scaled Ones. I can't remember who came up with the name, but it stuck. Drogue had been lighting a torch when one attacked, and we finally caught a glimpse of something other than shadows. In the flame's light, we saw a man's body like those of the Imperium humans, but covered in scales. It wore armor. It even had a dagger hanging from its hip. Its jaws wrapped around Drogue's face and twisted. The crunch of his neck, breaking, seemed to echo down the deep roads. The torch fell from his hands, and we lashed out. I swung my axe with all my might, but it bounced off the Scaled One's armor, the impact ricocheting up my arms. It let out a roar, then more attacked. From the light of the fallen torch, I guessed there was a score of them, all wearing armor and carrying weapons as sharp as their teeth and talons. The one that killed Drogue barked orders I didn't understand. I kept swinging. Othon, the best of us, made the first kill by splitting the Scaled One's head open. There was a strange silence, as if after an upset in the proving grounds, and it hit me that these beasts were not used to seeing one of their own die. Drogue's killer growled and stamped out the torch. The Scaled Ones retreated into the darkness. Chronicles of the Forgotten War. Dwarven mugs, Vessel of the Ancients. A forest of mold and rot is growing inside the cup. It clearly has never been washed. Gross. Well, it's also been sitting here for who knows how long at this point. So they're talking about some sort of enemy attacker that they've never encountered before. Must be something pretty fearsome at that point. Let's see, can I drop down on anything interesting from here? This is how I imagine I get to that one over there, that gear, is I probably drop down to it from a place like this, but on the other side. Still not sure if which side of the ravine is going to lead to forward progression through the area overall. I'm not really sure. These roots are freaky looking though. Delirium, I mean. That's weird organic veins. Delirium's such a freaky concept in general. Oh hey, another gear. Is this a dead end? Oh, is that a place where I can build a bridge? This might be a place where they let me build a bridge. There's a stalker coat.
Words are carved into the stone. Only those who believe may cross. Subtle.
Only those who believe. Interesting. Do we need 5 earth shockers? Or earth shaker weapons? Or do we just simply need to walk across and it's just an invisible floor? Like the way of the... Whoa! There's a bunch of influence. Is it gonna be like the way of the eagle for, guys, get out, guys? Oh, we got a new perk. Cool. It might be like the way of the eagle from, Legend of Grimrock, where you just walk across. Good. Okay. I mean, I nailed it, but that was way more startling and freaky looking than I expected it to be. A magical appearing bridge just shooting out in the most absurd way, like some sort of Beetlejuice nightmare.
The alternative would have been messy.
Yeah, that was kind of a risk, Mr. Leader of the Inquisition, just jumping out like that. Hey Nugs, how you doing? Is this...
For offerings?
This game's obsession with nugs is getting a little weird, isn't it? What am I gonna place here? Oh, it's the nug cheese from earlier.
Are you putting me on trial? I'm feeling very judged.
What is this? This is my nightmare. Okay. The Nug King. A hot debate among Nug admirers is whether the king is Paragon Ebrion's songs was in Paragon Ebrion's songs was royalty of some kind or merely an especially magnificent specimen of the breed. Every year, scholars, bards, and rodent enthusiasts bring offerings of cheese to the deep roads, hoping for a glimpse of the Nug King who remains elusive. They're all gone again? What is my life? What the fuck? Can I go back here? Nope. What is my life? What? I don't... That's... we have a magical nightmare bridge and a Nug King. This is... I think I'm gonna see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Nug. I was sure before the Blight they were a whole lot more rare. Should ask a warden about that. If killing archdemons leaves nugs all over. And the poor things don't seem built for anywhere. I mean, they feed on anything, but they blister in the desert and freeze in the snow, and they're easier to track than your own ass. Something eats them. Everything eats them except me. The hands put me off. Yet they thrive. Randy bastards outpace every tooth and claw. Anyway, my point is, the ones around the farm are so inbred, they've 5 colors and can't stop peeing. I'm seeing them in the capital as elusive Eastern bunny... I'm selling them in the capital as elusive Eastern bunny pigs. What did Father say about idiots with deep pockets? From the private letters of Captain Byrne, Lap Nug Dealer. Produced in evidence after 7 claims of water terrors and death following bites in the Garden District. 936.